It's oil all over my body. I'm gonna clean this up and I'm gonna get back to telling the story, and I'll show you the footage.
Girl, so you expect me to believe that you saw Angie Stone on the night that her Sprinter van had an accident and she has been allegedly killed from that accident, but you saw her alive. And you so kindly helped that woman out of that Sprinter van and gently sat that woman on the side of the road just so she could be hit by an 18-wheeler truck and die? And I'm supposed to believe that, and you say there's footage, yet you've shown no footage? I can't believe people believe this.
After driving the 6 hours home, showering, and processing it all, here's the story. About 4 a.m. on Saturday morning, me and my daughter were driving to Charleston, South Carolina for her Sweet 16 birthday getaway. We came up to a truck with a trailer and its flashers were on, so we slowed down some, and that's when I noticed there was an overturned vehicle in the fast lane. And it looked like it just happened. I pulled over and put my flashers on, and I told my daughter to stay in the car, and I ran over. It was a van, and I ran over, and there were so many people in this van, and they were just trying to get out. And I asked if they'd called the cops, and they said, we're just trying to get out. And they were helping this woman out off the side of the van, and I grabbed her hand and I helped her get down, and she seemed out of it, and I was holding her hand and she was wobbling around, and I said, baby, you gotta sit down. And then the next thing I know, I flew and I fell down to the ground, and it felt like something not ran over me but brushed over me. Like something just swiped over my body, and I got up and I could hear screaming, and I just focused in on one screaming, and it was my daughter, and all I could do was run across the highway and tell her to get back in the car. She had to move the car because if somebody else hit us, it could hit her. So she moved the car farther up the interstate, and I called 911, and they said they were on their way. And then all I could think to do was get to my daughter, and that's all I could do at that time. And when I was walking to my daughter, we're really running the best that I can do. I was in so much pain. My chest felt like an elephant was sitting on it. My legs were so hurt and sore, and I looked up, and there was an 18-wheeler that had crossed the median into oncoming traffic, and I knew that's what hit me and ran over and brushed over me was the 18-wheeler.
Oh yeah, I forgot. She was also hit by that 18-wheeler right before it ultimately killed Angie Stone by running over her, or Okay, I have to see the footage. And she, there's no footage, yet she says there's footage. I have to did somebody do a FOI request for the 911 call that she claimed she made? Something. I just don't believe this story. When I first came on to YouTube back in 2016, it was a lot more honest. YouTube used to be that place where you could go to get information outside of the mainstream media, because mainstream media, everyone knows, is fake news. But now YouTube, I'm seeing, is the same. It's just so much misinformation, so many lies. Goodness gracious, really. Forgive me if I'm wrong and this woman is telling the truth and just, really did delete her footage or what have you, whatever her reason is. But to me, that story is made up, just like so many other stories on YouTube. So you better be safe when you're out here and you're looking for information. I'm starting to think that YouTube might be dangerous, like really dangerous to the mind, because it's just so many lies out here, guys. This lady, in my opinion, is lying. Anyway, this is Gigi. Have a good one. Bye.